Ladies and gentlemen, episode 19 of the Skeptic and the Dude. The Skeptic and the Dude podcast. How's it going, Joel?
Yeah, pretty good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah,
Good to hear.
how you been since I last saw you?
Yeah, pretty good, you know. I just been doing the usual.
The
usual.
Yeah, what's the usual? Fuck all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Just doing nothing.
Yeah, same here. Well, just before we started, I did I took an explosively violent dump, and it's one of those ones where you think you might not make it out alive. You know, like sometimes when you're there in the toilet and you go, oh no, this is not, I'm not
going to make it through this one.
But then
your heart stops.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. And then just when you think that you're like, oh, this cannot get any worse, then it gets worse.
Yeah, yeah.
And then all of a sudden the pain all goes away and you go, oh. Wow, and then you realise,
and then you
damn man,
you just lost 50 kilos.
Yeah, exactly. Your face is all red. You just sweat dripping from your face, and you're like, wow, man, I really take for granted not feeling that horrible pain when it's really nauseating, Yeah, you really take for granted just normal
the casual dumps.
Yeah, that's it. And I think it was probably half it had to do with that kebab we had for lunch. That just went straight through my system. But I'm also thinking it was those chicken wings.
Yeah,
from a couple of nights. Those devil wings, those buffalo wings. Yeah,
the
just a bit of
spicy deliciousness that you had a fun time with.
Yes, I did. That what did you do with those wings? Alcohol. Well,
what did you do with those wings, Brandon? Tell the audience what you did to.
We were all at a friend's place. The five guests. So we
had five. Yeah, we respected that.
And Joel and I were thinking, that's because we're hitting the world gym. We don't want to mess up what we've done. So we're like, hey, let's just stick to whiskey. We won't have beers tonight. And so Joel gets a bottle of Jackie D.
Yep,
which is good. But I might.
A Delicioso bottle.
Bottle.
Jackie D.
The finest. And, I had one beer when I first got there. And it's okay, Joel, this is all I'm having. Which, in hindsight, maybe I should have just stuck to the beers. Because, I don't know about you, but I don't think I should drink whiskey.
Really?
Like, I don't think I should, especially if I'm ever going to be at a party and there's going to be whiskey, I'm not going to mix it with anything. And even still, whiskey. Just have whiskey or just have beers, or if I am going to mix, don't have as many whiskeys as I did. I mean, I had 3 of the Jackie D's, and then I had a glass of something that I can't even remember. Of some,
those always,
that's the good ones. Some black label
always
stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and some extra aged beers. Shit. Yeah, and then I think I only had one other beer after that. But yeah, then the wings came out. Brad's fine wings, and we're all scoffing them down. They're absolutely drenched in buffalo wing sauce.
Yeah, there's so much buffalo. Yeah. It's insane. When we finished it, there was still half a bowl of sauce.
Yeah. Just in the tray.
Yeah, it was like holy shit.
Yeah, and so then I may have got a little bit carried away, but
a little bit,
yeah. And then I just remember lying on my back and someone thinking it's a good idea to pour a bottle of Coke down my mouth. I'm not going to say it was Joel, but it was me. But it was Joel.
It was me.
I'm not going to say it was Joel, but look, it was Joel.
It was me.
And and for once, Billy thought that wasn't such a good idea. That I just remember you two just on top of me, and Billy's just like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea, man. That can't be fun, just a little bit. So Billy's filming, you're pouring it down my throat. And then
any responsible person there thinks, oh, you know what, I'll film it.
Yeah, that's right.
So Billy says, no, don't do it. I'll get the camera though.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just wait till I'm filming. Yeah,
he's like, don't do it yet. Just you're like, oh, he's a voice of reason. No, I wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't reasoning. I'm just waiting for the camera.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah. So no, he failed us. And then And then I wasn't even swallowing because I was lying on my back. I'm not going to swallow this, so I'm just gargling it.
Yeah.
And then a bit of it kind of overflowed in my mouth and then went into my face. And so without thinking, I just quickly went with my buffalo wing
spicy buffalo
wing hands straight into my eyes to wipe the Coca-Cola out. Now I've got fucking buffalo wing sauce in my eyes. And I'm thinking, right, if I had been sober at that time, it would have hurt a hell of a lot more. Because I found I was drunk, I was feeling it and it was painful. But because I was also drunk, it was like, oh, it's all right. We'll get through this. So I just run straight to the tap outside and just throw it. And I've still got, I'm thinking, okay, now I got to get the buffalo wing sauce out of my hands.
Yeah.
But it's still on my hands. It won't come off. I needed to, wash them for a while. But my eyes are just too fucking sore. I just got to start flushing it with water. And then what I do? Then I went to the bathroom and then flushed it out some more.
Yeah, I went into the bathroom with you to make sure you're all good.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't die, fall over, because you're blind like a bat.
Yeah, I was blind as a bat and drunk.
Yeah.
And yeah. So moral of the story: don't rub your eyes with
spicy
wing sauce.
buffalo wing sauce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you're thinking what I did was dangerous, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't.
No, it wasn't too bad.
I was just doing I don't know if you've seen the TikTok meme where they pour the milk into the person's mouth and then they put the cereal. I wasn't going to put cereal in his mouth. That's shit. I was like, oh, Coke. He can drink some Coke anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
So I just thought it'd be funny. And then Billy's like, oh, yeah, let me film it. And then
Brandon's on his back. Hey, let's pour some water down his mouth. Yeah, there's some Coke down his mouth. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you didn't expect it to go on my eye and me to fucking...
Yeah, because you just went...
Yeah, exactly.
You basically spat it out all over your face. But yeah, that was... that was something. And then there was video footage of us falling over going, the Skeptic and the dude, the Skeptic and the dude.
That's right.
Or something like that.
And I don't know if I'll release that because you guys don't want to see us drunk.
Yeah. It'd be bad image.
Yeah, but for those of you who know us, lucky you've already seen us.
Yeah, you've already seen
us. But that's why I'm thinking, maybe lay off the whiskies next time.
Fair enough. Yeah. I wasn't too bad. I was alright. But then again, I only stuck with whiskies. And I didn't drink heaps. So... I wasn't too bad.
And I don't know how much I was pouring in the glass. I think I was getting confused. I think I was just pouring like a normal drink.
Yeah.
Like I was pouring like a bottle of, but it was just the Jack. Because we got through that pretty quick.
Yeah, we did.
I have to say, we were, when you left, because you're like, oh, is there any point taking this, there's a third left, should I?
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, yeah, sure, man. I'm thinking, hang on, we got through that just tonight. It wasn't like we were having a massive party.
Yeah.
No, I think it was kind of just laid back, just time to...
Played some video games as well.
That's right.
Not that anyone could fully function playing the video game.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could. Yeah, that's right. So it was my first time playing Dark Souls, and all I knew about it was from Joel saying how that, in the tutorial, how difficult it is, and then there's like, it's in the demo mode with the tutorial, so you learn the controls and everything, and then you got to defeat like this boss who's like, a little tricky to beat, but it's not impossible. I never thought I'd be playing it drunk. By the time I finally got to play the game, and Joel's telling me hit X, and now I'm an Xbox guy, and this Dark Souls game is on the PlayStation. So I'm hitting X in the normal spot where I just... And this is just through muscle memory. This is just through muscle memory. This is not any kind of... Like, there was no cognitive... there was nothing going into it because I was drunk. It was just muscle memory. That's where it is on the Xbox controller. But no, I was pushing on the PlayStation to... where I thought the X was, to keep drinking this healing... liquid, and you're only given
three.
Three, okay.
At the start,
Yeah, and I'm running around killing these guys, and I keep mixing up which button is to attack and which button is to drink the potion. So I just drink all three of those potions over just in a matter of 20 seconds, kill all the guys, and I just remember. I vaguely until you
going
mentioned
up to the boss.
Until you mentioned that today. Hey, I remember playing Dark Souls. I thought, fuck, yeah, I do, but I hadn't thought of it until now.
Yeah.
And I just remember everything looking very transparent and very just weird. And because then he finally gets up to the boss, and then I just remember bouncing around and
kept rolling around. Slaughtered.
Yeah, and then I died.
Yeah.
But speaking of getting slaughtered, you showed me something pretty funny this morning.
Yeah. I found it on Facebook. The are we thinking of the same thing? The Karen fighting in an MMA thing.
So I looked into it, and it was this. She was they're calling her. She was a soccer mum.
They call her soccer mum here.
And so I looked into it. So her name's Katie Castro, and what happens here it's like a thing that they do with lesser known kind of fighters. It's a thing where they get anyone in the audience
to come and get in and have a go.
Who's game enough, have a go, but the reality is they get them in and they're like overly confident. Let's for this be fun, and then they get smashed by this professional.
Yeah.
And now this lady, she hasn't won a single fight. She lost. Well, she's done 3, lost 3.
Yeah.
And here she's fighting against Lima Lee McFarlane, who
who's a professional MMA fighter.
Yeah.
May I add? So this person knows what they're doing against someone who's not very experienced in the profession or the industry.
Right. Now, and so I'm just on here. It's saying how she's ineligible for regional rankings due to inactivity, that fighters must have at least 1 completed MMA bout in the past 2 years to be ranked. So this was back in 2015. And
this is like her debut thing.
Yeah, like her debut fight, yeah.
And they're calling her Karen or something. Because on Facebook they called her Karen.
Yeah, and then, about it.
And then when you see it, I'm not going to... Oh, well, I guess you guys can figure it out when we show the video. I'll tell you what happens. But after it, everything, they made a couple of Karen jokes through it and stuff. But
I think this is the original. So
this is the video.
Soccer mum enters the cage with a pro MMA fighter.
Fighting out of the liquid nitro red corner.
And now she's got the classic Karen look.
What's she shaking her head about?
I don't know.
It's like, you sure about this?
She looks very uncomfortable with the gloves there, as you can see.
Twiddling her thumbs and everything. Yeah.
And for the audio viewers, picture a Karen with the the short haircut.
Yep.
And soccer mum leggings.
Awesomes! San Diego Combat Academy! Lima! The Eliminator! McFarlane!
That's all good. I'll put the... Oh, that's not recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's about to happen? They just started the fight. Alright, she's coming in. Oh, punch to the face.
Whoop.
Karen just got socked.
And now she's down.
Now she's down completely. So now, essentially, what happened was
you're seeing someone with no fighting technique at all. It is all just
the last punch just finished.
You hate to see it.
Jeez Louise.
So knockout. Yeah.
Was that a knockout?
It was a knockout. Yeah. She's fuck, man. But see, she was going into it as just a cat fight,
Yeah.
All that was
she
just
came in
cat fighting technique,
Well, for starters, she didn't look very comfortable with the gloves on, and then she was also kind of not sure what was going on. And the way she kind of goes in, so for the audio listeners, she kind of goes in with her hands kind of up, nervous, and then she does one of those swing, those slaps.
Yeah.
She did a slap. And she leaves herself nice and open for a big soccer punch to the face.
And there's no blocking at all.
And then her blocking technique was going up and then grabbing
just to charge
the MMA fighter. So she grabs it.
Not even grab. It was just a cat
flailing
scratch.
Her arms around.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she's able to get under and
then MMA goes pop, and then she falls to her knees. And she goes to get up, and the MMA fighter just goes one big last punch to the head, and she's knocked out completely. But it's just so good. Hang on, let me just go back a second here. Yeah, because look, you can see she's at the nervous stance.
Yeah. She's not already thinking. All right,
she's very closed off. She's like, oh yeah, and then
with zero.
And she's already see that first thing, punch to the chest, punch to the face. Yeah. And she's sitting here jabbing down to the side of her. She's not punching or anything. She's and then boom, that goes straight down. It's got punched in the chin.
Because I feel like it seems like what she was doing.
That was a finisher. That was like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Fair man, but because see right there, that was I feel like what she was kind of thinking at that moment is, if I charge, I can use my weight against, because she's obviously much heavier than this fighter. So she's thinking, I'm going to use my weight to my advantage by charging forward, and hopefully if I can get on top of her, I can pull her down. But you see how quick she is.
Yeah. Punch the chest, she's punch, and then she goes, oh yeah, wait, and she goes to grab and then pop, and then that sends her down. And then there's the finishing move, straight out.
Oh man,
she's just KO'd on the ground completely. It's just Man. I don't think we're psychopaths because we're laughing at it, but it is kind of funny.
It's hard, but it is hard to watch though. At the same
time,
is,
yeah.
It's,
She gets slaughtered, but she had it coming. If you get into a ring with a professional MMA fighter and you don't know what you're doing, you have it coming.
Well, that's it, man. You know, and it's not like...
What do you think was going to happen? You're going to get a magical punch and you're going to win.
And I don't think the fighter herself had, like, real much choice to go easy on her either. Yeah. Because she was going all in. You know, you could see that she was kind of giving her all that she knew.
Which was, you know, not very... technique-wise, not much, but she was trying to put
grab
her...
and throw,
Yeah, doing that thing where they get into the lock-on and you kind of, like, throw each other down and throw each other down. I can see what she was trying to do, and she's trying to do the classic slap. Yeah. You know, hit if you don't know how to punch.
So she came in for a cat fight, and you know she brought a cat fight to a martial arts fight. You know.
Yeah, but like, she should have known that was going to happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like she should have known I have no fighting technique. I'm going to get pulverized.
This is not a good idea. Yeah.
But at the same time, you know how I said she couldn't really go easy. It kind of seemed like she went easy at the same time.
Yeah,
like, she couldn't go
for
easy.
Yeah, that's right.
For an MMA fighter, that looked like she was going easy. Like she let her at least kind of come at it because I feel like she could have just gone.
Well, that was the thing. It was a very quick. Yeah. That was a very quick. You know, what was it, like 20 seconds? Of contact, and then
But there's no way you could have gone easier than that. Yeah. You know, imagine if she went full like Conor McGregor.
Oh God. Yeah.
But she went down really quick. As soon as she got that one pop to the face, she went whoop straight down, just gone. Oh, dude. But I found that this morning on Facebook, and they called it Karen or something, and then they had some other commentator talking about it, and they're like, since she's lost the fight, maybe she might need to speak to our manager about that one or something like that.
And then she'll go, can I speak to the referee? And someone goes, no, the referee's manager she'll want to talk to.
Yeah. But yeah. Man, just after that video, I was going to send this one to you as well, but there was this video of this guy. He's got these long-ass dreadlocks, right? Like, they're really long dreadlocks. And I've got nothing against dreadlocks. I'll never get them. They're not my thing. But he hadn't washed his dreadlocks or his hair for 10 years.
So he never even put his head underwater or not even a shower where his hair would touch it?
No soapy goodness. No cleaning, no cleansing of the hair. It has been foul, dirty... Probably got bugs in it, man. I don't know. But
I heard there was a guy who died after a redback spider nested in his dreads.
Really, I didn't know about that.
I remember hearing that. Killed him. But okay.
But this guy, and then he decided to wash it on video. Yeah. And the water, he had all these like chemicals. Yeah. Like he's mixing like limes and shit. A bunch of stuff to put it all together so it can actually clean the hair. Yeah. Like a deep clean, and the water went dark brown. It went dark brown as soon as he put his hair in the thing and mushed it around, and then it was just...
Should I bring it up?
Are you able to bring it up?
Might be able to.
But, bring it up, Jamie.
Yeah, that's it. Jamie find it.
Jamie find it. But, and he shows the whole video. It's pretty gross. Like, and I'm not a big fan of dreadlocks either way, but if you hadn't have washed your hair for like 10 years... Surely you just shave it off. Shave it off, surely.
Yeah, but you think, why would you even bother?
Yeah.
Well, hang on, what's it? This is a man who hasn't washed his hair for 40 years. Wow, that is a son.
That's worse. That's worse.
That is insane.
That's disgusting.
Oh, all the way down to his feet. Oof. That is... Oh, man, that's insane.
Yuck. Oh, my God. But yeah, I thought the 10 years one was bad.
Hasn't washed his 6 feet dreadlocks for the last 40 years and says they are a blessing from God. He wears his mats of hair on top of his head like a turban after he claims it spontaneously wove itself, into a Jutta dreadlock. Which he said was a divine blessing. Okay, there you go. They call him... Okay,
dude,
it's known as a mark of respect.
The weight of that thing would be insane. Especially on your back. Imagine trying to sleep.
Massive blanket.
Especially with dreadlocks. Imagine trying to sleep with that as well. Like on the pillow and just be really uncomfortable. But
dude,
I should have sent it to you. But dude,
no, he's wearing the random.
Oh, yuck!
He's as a neck warmer. Just wrap it around his neck. Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah. Look,
I don't know about that.
How do you get dreadlocks? I don't actually know how it works. Do you know how it works?
It's through it's through a lot of chemicals and that, but what they do is, from what I understand, a lot of it is when they do it, the hairdressers, they just wash your hair constantly with soap and conditioner, and they just shampoo and conditioner, and they just do it constantly, and they start putting all these chemicals in until they get super fluffy, and then they create those kind of dreads, and they kind of pull them. I don't know much about it, but I remember I had a friend who wanted to get dreads when he was like... Actually, no, it wasn't. Oh, no, this was an afro he was after. Completely different game altogether. But no, it's basically through a process of just washing constantly, and then eventually makes these really thick, bushy kind of things.
I thought it was a lack of washing to do it.
Yeah, no, it's...
Like, you get your hair done at the hairdressers or something, in a way, and then you just don't wash it, and it's left like that.
No, because
it gets harder and harder. And
yeah,
that way.
I don't know much about it, but it's a bit complicated. But it's like, pretty much just spoiling the hair. I think.
Okay.
A lot of what it is. Yeah.
But and I'm not a big fan of dreadlocks, and not many people can pull it off. Just saying, there's very few people that can pull it off. Like a guy off the top of my head that I think can pull it off was, I think he was like the singer of Lamb of God or something, metal band.
Right, and it suited him?
Yeah, it suited him, and same with like the singer of Korn or something. You know, it kind of works because when you bang your head and stuff, swings it around, you know, it suits them, but I don't know, it doesn't suit many people. Like if I were to get dreadlocks, you know, people saying, what the fuck are you doing? Like, people already saying, what the fuck are you doing with the blonde hair? You know, they're all going, you got blonde hair? That looks shit. My nan rang me up, right? This is weird. I was in the bathroom, you know, just doing bathroom things, like taking a shit, essentially. But I'm just, you know, sitting there. I usually listen to music when I'm in the bathroom as well, because I don't like dead silence and then you hear bloop. You know, I don't like that. It could be an anxiety thing, but I do like to play music, and it's just, you know, I listen to jams while you know. So it's just easier. And then my phone starts ringing. I'm like, all right, my nan's ringing me. Okay, this is weird. Odd time. No, I don't usually pick up when I'm in the bathroom.
But I'm like, time you thought, nan's ringing.
All right.
What's she up to?
I haven't heard from her for ages. So I was like, all right, disconnect my speaker. And I'm like, I'm like, Nan, how's it going? And she goes, oh yeah, it was good. And she goes, what have you done to your hair? And I was like, I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, because I only just updated my profile picture at this stage.
Okay,
She goes, what have you done to your hair? And I'm like, oh, I dyed it. And she goes, oh, it looks horrible. I'm like, oh. And she goes, you should get it cut. Get it cut like now. It doesn't look good at all. It doesn't suit you. And I was like,
oh, thanks, Nan.
Oh, thanks. Okay. And she goes, why'd you do that? That was silly. And I'm like, I was just, you know, trying something different for quarantine, you know. And she goes, it looks horrible. Don't do it again. And she goes, who did it for you? And I was like, my mum helped me. And she goes, I'm going to call her up and give her a beating. like a verbal beating over the phone for letting her do that to your hair. And I was like, okay. And she goes, and then she starts talking about her garden. And she goes, anyway, have a nice night.
Yeah.
Like, she called me from Queensland just to tell me my hair shit. I was like,
to ruin all self-esteem and everything that you have. Now it's all,
all right, that's cool. I've had a few compliments, but okay.
Yeah, okay. I
was like, all right, that's a...
Yeah.
And then later she calls up and she goes, I hope Joel wasn't too offended. And Mum's like, he was pretty offended. you call him up, like...
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him, like, nearly a month or something. And then you call him up from Queensland.
Yeah.
You know, and he goes, oh, Nan's cool. And then you just go, it's horrible, but... She's apologised or whatever.
Is this the same one who, when she was shocked about your tattoos?
Yes.
I was like, all right, that's it. You can keep that one, but no more.
Yeah, exact same one. But she was nicer to me about the tattoo than my hair.
Yeah, okay.
Like, she thought the tattoo was at least looks cool.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, maybe it's that thing, but I mean, like, at least the hair isn't permanent as much a tattoo is. You know?
This ain't coming off.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, the hair, I can change it whenever. Yeah. But the tattoo ain't coming off.
Like, Nan, you don't have to. You don't have to live with me every day. You don't have to see this. What?
Yeah, and plus I was like, I can try a different look.
That's it.
I'm probably gonna get it cut like maybe tomorrow or something anyway. Just because I'm sick of wearing a hat all the time.
Yeah.
Because you know, it looks horrible. I'm getting these roots coming out.
Yeah,
and I can see that the brown.
Yep.
Stuff.
I'm seeing that. Yeah.
I might just dye it back or something, and then, or should I keep it bleached? Just bleach it more when I get it cut, or.
Up to you, man.
Just make
I know, you're getting sick of having blonde hair, or...?
I'm not sick of it, I'm just worried about the roots, because when it grows back, you know, it's going to be a bit... But
Yeah, okay.
but yeah, I'll probably get it cut tomorrow. Maybe get it dyed again.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I'm sick of wearing the hat because
Yeah. Because it just all comes out like that.
Yeah,
and
it's like
yeah.
it looks like almost looks like a mullet. It's like that that tradie hair.
Yeah. That's you.
But there's nothing I can do about this hair as well. And it's just
No, that's fair enough. I mean, hey man, I had to try something in quarantine. Had to try something exotic.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my shoes came yesterday.
Yeah.
Fucking bam.
Ooh,
looking pretty mighty fine. Ooh. Just kick the shit out of the microphone.
looking very real. Looking very like they are Converse and they're not
pretty
rip-offs.
legit. Not just a total off-brand or
I don't know. Let me see.
I mean, unless
the logo
that. Wait, that's a sticker. It just slides by.
Just peel straight off, just like the knobby.
So they're all good
Squeaky
for now. Day one.
Yep.
Yep. Shrek.
Shrek's still
we still have Shrek. Shrek has not left the building.
He's little still, mascot.
Yep, there with his little potion.
Happily ever after potion. Well, at least you finally get those shoes instead of
well, that's it. Yeah.
Dicking around the whole
for
thing.
So long. Yeah. Oh man. But no, it's all good now.
Oh,
it's all good. We can move forward. But anyway, enough about that, Joel, because it's time for this
Brandon's Sea Monkey Update.
Wow,
and that's
Did you play that trumpet yourself?
Of course not. No, it took me forever to work it, to find the perfect one. So, I thought, guys, as this is quite a reoccurring segment, I know I haven't done it in probably a couple of weeks now, but then what happened was, right, last time I spoke about it, I only had one sea monkey in there. This was my second time doing it, with the second batch after the first ones all died because I fed them too early and they suffocated. But then when I started it again, I could only count one. Only one sea monkey had been born. And then I was like, I gave it a week. I was like, okay, I'm going to have to feed this guy soon. And then I was going to give up. Them? Yeah. So thanks for spoiling it, John. Everyone knows. So right when I was about to give up, like just before I completely gave up on these sea monkeys and just thought, oh fuck it, there's only one there. Because one day I looked at it and I was like, shit, I think there's no one there. I think he's dead.
There's no
one. I couldn't see him. And then I noticed there's still all the crystals at the bottom of the tank. Yep. So I just thought, oh, this couldn't hurt. So I just stuck a spoon in there and just kind of gently stirred it up a bit. And then all this stuff was moving in there. And then the following day, when I came to feed them, I counted 7 sea monkeys in there. So it was just that they hadn't, completely dissolved. So looking here, there's a lot in there. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's an empire.
9, 10, 11. There's an empire in there.
There is an empire.
There's at least, I'd say there's around 20 in there, all swimming around. So I fed them last week, Wednesday. So they say I only feed them once. That's amazing, man. Yeah.
There's
heaps of them.
Do you want me to try and bring it towards the camera to see if they can see it?
Bring it towards your one.
Yeah. Because it's
I don't think you'd be able to see them.
They're very small. I've never seen sea monkeys before, but they're very, very small.
What a time for your camera to stop recording. Fucking hell. It's like, no, we don't want to see this shit fucking segment again.
As soon as he brought the sea monkeys, the camera just decided to stop. Or is it gone? Oh, there we go. Yeah, what a good time for it to die.
So, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to focus enough. But yeah, there's... I can probably see a little bit there. All those little dots floating around, guys, those are the sea monkeys. And,
yeah.
I
can't believe as soon as you went up, the
cameras automatically stopped recording. So, we're sick of this fucking segment.
But, I actually haven't seen...
Yeah. The real things, all
sea monkeys.
So you see them all swimming around, struggling a bit.
Yeah, the little white dudes.
Yeah.
Little boys.
Yeah.
Little white dots.
Well, there are girls in there too.
And girls. Hope, and whatever.
Yeah. So that's that. The sea monkeys, they are back in business.
So yeah, they're in the middle of the Egyptian era at the moment.
The Egyptian?
As I can see.
Yeah. The Egyptian times.
I saw a pharaoh.
Okay. Oh, did you?
Yeah,
okay.
I saw a couple of slaves.
Yeah, okay, building the pyramids.
The pyramids are happening right now, so they've still got some learning to go through to learn that, that's not the way to do things.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they'll get there. They evolve pretty quickly. So, you know, it's just sea monkey things, man.
Just sea monkey things, guys.
Just sea monkey things.
Oh yeah, so I finally watched that that psychedelics documentary
with the comedians. Yeah, what's it called?
one.
Psychedelic Adventures or something.
Something like that, Adventures with Psychedelics or something.
Yeah.
And then
comedians. Yeah.
So
what did you think of it?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. It was like I think a lot of it was kind of like, I don't know. It felt like it was trying to just show you, through all these people, you go, they did, they did acid,
like,
they did
wow,
this kind of shit.
They did
yeah,
LSD.
and it kind of just opens your mind a bit to think, okay, yeah, maybe, it isn't as bad as what it's
People
made out to be,
saying,
or the way society tries to push that kind of agenda. But no, it was interesting. So yeah, it's basically this documentary all centered around the topic of psychedelics, LSD, mushrooms and everything.
Yeah.
And then all these comedians and actors and singers and that all kind of, doing these little interviews, and they kind of, these montages talking about different rules with taking drugs and their experiences. And it was really, it was interesting, particularly just some of the crazy situations. Some of them funny, like Sting had to rescue a fucking cow while he was high.
Birthing a cow. Yeah.
And he was the only one that was going to be able to do it, otherwise it would die. And here he is just tripping out, like, whoa.
He's going, oh my god, and the colours and the rainbows coming out of the cow as the little baby cow comes out.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting the big shout out to our boy Hunter S. Thompson. We got there.
Buy the ticket.
There.
Take the ride.
That's it, man. So yeah, a lot about him, because he was, of course, very much quite a big...
had a little bit of George Harrison in there as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. But how's that, again, with Sting? He had some pretty insane ones, like the natives or whatever, they gave him a bunch of drugs.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they had to go listen to some music, chill out, and then
hang out,
climb up a mountain
that
and then cover him in goat blood or something, or some shit like that.
I'm thinking, I'm always lucky he didn't get cut up and eaten,
He's lucky he didn't get drugged and just killed. And it's like, what happened to Sting? I don't know. He just went out to the desert one time and said hi to these natives, and they fucking drugged him.
Yeah, exactly.
Being accepted into that tribe or something like that. Whatever. But yeah. But it was very interesting. And how weird was it? It was like, talking about how you shouldn't look into mirrors when you're on mushrooms or acid. And then you get the people who are like, yeah, you should look into mirrors.
Yeah, because then there was that one guy who was like, I don't see the big deal. It's cool, look in the mirror or whatever. Yeah. But at least every single one of them was saying how they'd, that...
It's not a good idea.
Never drive.
Yeah, never drive. Yeah, they all said don't drive.
But that's
that should be
a thing for anything.
Common sense, though.
Yeah, exactly. But people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But because then Sarah Silverman was talking about the time her and her friend did it, and then they were they got in the car and they got to the traffic lights, and light was red, green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red, and he just completely forgot how to drive the car. From getting out of the car park to there was just muscle memory, and then he just completely forgot how to drive.
Yeah. And then I can't remember the dude's name, but the one where he was talking about how he was just driving, and then the road just disappeared and it was black.
Yeah, that's right.
He was driving in the abyss, and then a skull came out of nowhere, opened up its mouth, and the road came out of its mouth and then into the
again. Yeah, that was fucked. And then even Ben Stiller, who only did it once.
Yeah.
And then he was saying how, look, I probably didn't really need to do LSD. I could have just watched this documentary. And he was saying how, he did it while his mum and dad, rest in peace, Jerry Stiller.
Yeah,
when they were... voice correct that?
Yeah, voice... Yeah, rest in peace, Jerry Stiller. I was going to say rest in peace. I was going to do something very respectful, and then my fucking body's like, JK... You're gonna fucking do something dumb.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we
respect that. But so his parents were filming an episode for The Love Boat, so he was at home, and his friend gave it to him or something.
Yeah.
And then he starts tripping out and go, oh, what the fuck am I doing? And then he calls his dad and goes, oh, hey dad, I just took some LSD and now I'm really scared. And then he's like, it's like that moment of when you realise that you've failed as a parent. But instead he gives him the advice. He goes, don't worry about it, son. When I was a kid, when I was 7, I once smoked one of my dad's Pall Mall cigarettes, and then I felt like I was sick for a week.
Yeah.
Like, Dad, this is not the same thing. This is LSD, all right? This is a drug. But oh fuck, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it was a pretty good documentary overall.
Yeah.
I like the recurring segment of the bad trip. It was like bad trip, wow, and it's got like the 80s thing. He's like, now these guys, they're gonna jump out the window or something, shit like that. Right. And then they're like at the party, and they're like, you want to do a drug? It's gonna melt your life and ruin your life for the rest of eternity.
It's always that same like generic kind of video they make about it. Yeah,
they're like dancing, and going and then fucking they jumped out the window multiple times or whatever. This egg is your brain, and then he goes, this is your egg. This is your brain on drugs. It's just sizzling it. Yeah. And this is your brain between the sandwich. And this is me eating your brain. Something like that. Yeah. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's
like the old, what's that?
Oh, I was gonna say that guy. That was the guy from Parks and Recreations, wasn't it?
Oh, was
Ron. I think it was.
Yeah,
his eyes and voice sounded a lot like it. Just he didn't have the beard or the stash. He didn't have anything that made it look like him.
Yeah.
But it looked like him and sounded like him, so I think it was.
Yeah, good chance. Yeah, well, it was, and then even ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
Talking about his experience and stuff, and when he was like, this is going to get a bit graphic, but a rainbow flew out of my penis. I don't even like rainbows, but
He's like, but that's amazing. I have to tell my roommates,
Because it's interesting how much things have changed now with the war on drugs and everything, because I don't think at any point they were saying, like, of course, that there was the point of, like, with psychedelics, look, they're not for everyone, it affects people differently, don't do it just to be cool. At the same time, it's like, it's amazing how much, like, how far we've come. From like back in the day, it would be like, oh, don't do drugs, kids.
You'll jump out the window and you become a zombie vampire and it'll kill your family.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, I don't want to do that.
But it was certainly it was enlightening. It was
interesting. It was
to see.
Good info.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice to...
But did it make me want to go out and get high? Not really.
No.
I mean, it didn't really want me to think, okay, let's go and do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't
but
it was kind of...
it
just kind of gave you a little more closure with it. It's not as... it isn't quite as insane when you think about it, if it can be controlled. Because they were saying about how they've been using psychedelics to cure, like, mental illness and that, and different things like that. Which, and of course more... studies need to be done, into that, of course, but, yeah.
And a reoccurring thing was the Grateful Dead concerts.
Oh, yeah. And then even again, he's the guy saying how, like, Grateful Dead, they're, you only go there to do LSD, to do drugs, but you're not going to...
don't care about the music,
that's it,
really.
Yeah, and even still, like, a Grateful Dead concert... and not being on drugs it's pretty boring. But if you're on drugs at a Grateful Dead concert, it's pretty good,
Yeah, I like how they got the drummer to talk as well, and he's like, I was so, like, fucked up that I couldn't even, play. I had to stop playing because my cymbals were, like, turning into, like, ash or some shit. I don't know what he said. But he's like...
And then Carrie Fisher was saying how she fell asleep on stage at some band in front of the speakers.
That was Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Like, she got up on the stage and started dancing, like, she's like, oh, that's Princess Leia. And she was the Princess Leia, when she was like, she went to the beach naked or something?
Yeah, that's right.
And then a bunch of tourists popped up, and she found out that was a beach where they take the tourists after the whole thing. And that was when she was in the middle of Princess Leia era.
And then and that time she's in the park and then Acorn's talking to her.
yeah. Like the threatening Acorn.
Just fucking messing with her.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Such weird shit, dude.
But yeah, you should definitely watch. It's on Netflix, you guys. You should definitely watch
it.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Yeah. and yeah, super trippy. And then I liked even because there's so many people on there who you've seen from somewhere, some are lesser known.
Yeah.
But then there was a guy who was talking about how with films they always seem to get it wrong, particularly the what you actually see a lot of the times, and with the oh, distorted voice. Whoa.
Yeah, and the fish,
you know.
the fish
fish eye and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's saying, well, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is one of those rare films that pretty much gets it right.
Yeah,
all the time,
like
especially
the ground.
Yeah, in that scene where they first get to Las Vegas and they go inside and they're at the hotel and then there's that guy at reception just on the phone, that cowboy, and just all the carpet all kind of moves and rises up the walls and up his legs and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the
really
most accurate
depiction of it. Yeah. But speaking of him, there he is.
There he is.
Fucking Earth Man. There. And there. Anywhere else in this room?
No, I don't think so. But good old Hunter S, mate.
Yeah, good old Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah.
Targard.
That's it, dude. But, anything else you've been watching lately?
I've been watching. I never thought I'd be getting into it, but I've been watching BoJack Horseman. I don't know if you'd be interested in it or anything, but it's like a cartoon kind of series. It's kind of like, it's not Rick and Morty, but it's kind of like got its dark kind of humor,
right?
Like that, and it's basically set in this world where animals are people and people are people as well,
okay.
But everything's like all the animals, like fish and birds and everything, they're all got legs and arms and they function, they talk and stuff, and that's all just that normal society. Yeah. And you've got humans as well, and it focuses on the character BoJack, who's a horse, and he was like a famous like comedian on like a sitcom or something in the 90s, and he got all his fame and everything from that, and then now, and it shows flashbacks to them, but it shows basically how far he's gone. So he's like 50 now, and he's like depressed and he's sad and he's just trying to like fill out his days and stuff. And then he's trying to stay relevant basically. So that's essentially what the show is, and I don't want to say too much without spoiling it, but that's basically the premise of the show. It's just depressed horseman who was once famous in the 90s, and now he's still trying to be relevant, and he's a alcoholic, drug addict kind of.
So kind of like the whole Rick Dalton kind of character arc.
Yeah, it's pretty much like
kind of fading out a little bit, and now trying to.
Yeah, and he's trying to get into movies and stuff.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Was it called BoJack Horseman?
Yeah.
How long's that been around for?
I don't know, a while. It's been around since with Family Guy as well.
Okay.
Sure. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
I think it's been around since then. And I think it just finished this year.
Oh, okay.
Like they decided to stop it.
Yeah,
I'm fairly sure it's been around since, not from the start of Family Guy, obviously.
Yeah, but early 2000s. Yeah, okay.
I think so.
Wow, okay.
I'll search it up. But I'm fairly sure.
BoJack Horseman. Actually.
Oh, well, 2014. It seems pretty recent, but to us, but it's not. 2014. Years. That's weird to think.
Yeah.
7 years ago.
6 years. Yeah, 6 years ago. Yeah, man.
Yeah, wow.
But decent show. So it's on Netflix, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I might check it out.
Yeah, I didn't get into it straight away when I first watched it. Like, I saw the first episode, I'm like,
this is
yeah. Never watched it again until I've watched everything, and then I started watching it, and I was
all
right.
I'm saying is now it's kind of like, you eventually you watch just about everything that's worthwhile watching on Netflix, and then or you're like me, you just watch a few things, and then
I just couldn't get into it at the time. I was just like,
So how far into are you now?
Season 2, maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Somewhere around there.
Are they like 20-minute episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, about 20-minute episodes. But yeah, it's got lots of dark humour, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, okay. I might check it out.
Yeah. Have you watched any new shows other than the psychedelics, or it's just that was it?
Not really anything new. I rewatched Dazed and Confused yesterday. I forget how fucking good that film is. It's just and like watching it like a second time after hearing what Ethan Hawke had to say about it, and that it really like I kind of do get how the film might have not done so well in terms of the box office and that, because at the end of the day you can't let it is a boy film.
Yeah.
There are some female characters, but ultimately it's a guy kind of kind of targeted towards. But no, really good. And just seeing fucking Ben Affleck of just this crazy fucking butt smacking obsessed jock.
Yeah.
But anyway, Joel.
Yes?
It's time for this.
Brandon's Sea Monkey Update.
No, that's the wrong one.
Billy's search history.
That's the wrong one. You clicked the wrong one.
I did. Alright, let's try that again. But, alright, hang on, let's bring it back. So, Anyway, Joel, it's time for this.
Pubs you can smoke in near me. How to get your virginity back. Is Noel Fielding gay? Do gingers have souls? This is Billy's search history.
What?
So, about a week ago, Billy was just... I was talking to Billy, and he... yeah, I know, right? So, I was on the phone to Billy about a week ago, and the idea from this segment came from this conversation. And Billy says, I'm... you know, something interesting, Brandon? I look up a lot of weird shit on the internet. Like, just... like
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, like we all do, you know? But the kind of stuff he looks up, it's... He's very much got the 3 a.m. thoughts, you know, their shower thoughts, like you know. So he was telling me a few of them. So what I read out then in that intro, they're the the first ones he told me. I thought these are amazing. So anyway,
gingers have souls.
Is it possible to get your virginity back? That was one.
Well, that's not even a question you should ask. What kind of question is Billy? I'm looking right at you. What the fuck? Why would you ask? That's the. Not to like say questions are dumb, but that's a fucking dumb question to ask. Can you get? I don't mean to shit on you, but
hey man, he can stay curious. He can stay curious.
Can you get your virginity back?
Okay. Okay. We're starting from Thursday, the 14th of May. We've got. So this is obviously on Google Images.
Okay.
Blood blister on back.
Oh, jeez.
Blood blister. Blood blister.
Okay. I think he had a blood blister on his back.
Then, and I remember because I was actually on the phone to him when we were talking about this. He goes, Hugh Hefner, Crystal Hefner. Is Hugh Hefner dead? Because I told him, I was like, because I was showing him that Casey Frying video. I was like, that's meant to be Hugh Hefner. Yeah, he's gone now, isn't he? He goes, what? He's not dead. I'm like, yeah, look it up. And he goes, Hugh Hefner dead. And then we go from Hugh Hefner death to Ozzy Osbourne arrested.
Classics.
And then it's like after Ozzy Osbourne arrested, we get gingers have no soul? Question mark.
Question mark.
And then, can you smoke LSD on Quora Digest? Now I'm thinking that this is like from that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where
the acid dip cigarette.
Where Brad Pitt's character buys an acid dip cigarette. Yeah. So now he's just looking into acid dip cigarette, and then now he's looking up the Revelations bar, but I don't know what the hell is going on here with his capital letters, but it's Revel and then capital T eons. Lowercase b, capital R, A, R. Like that's some drunken
yeah, it looks like he wrote that
right there.
Drunk.
Okay, then next one. This is a much nicer one.
Okay.
Ways to get high without drugs. You know.
Meditation.
Like
I can tell you that off the top of my head. Meditation.
Yeah, like breathing exercises.
No, if you want to get high, guys,
energetic and
watch the Midnight Gospel at 3 a.m. and you will feel stoned. Watch all the episodes back to back.
Yeah.
That's how it works, man. And then you'll feel like you've been tripping for days. But that's the best way you can do it without drugs.
Next one. Bars where you can smoke inside near me. So there's heaps of these there, and then bars you can smoke in. And now we're on to fan heaters. Gas and electric heaters.
Yeah.
Outdoor natural gas heaters. So he looks like, I think he's after one for his balcony. So now we're getting into the personal things that probably
are we like
better.
Did it say we're okay to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope so. And then we've got...
it seems very personal.
Now he's asking about when does the lockdown end.
Okay, that's
fair.
That's fair to research that, but...
Oh, and then this one is, when is Mother's Day in Australia 2020? So clearly, didn't know when Mother's Day was, because he apparently told me he got his grandma some gifts the day before Mother's Day. Here we go. Noel Fielding. Is Noel Fielding gay? Question mark. Then Russell Brand and Noel Fielding. And now here's the kicker. Orgasm donor.
Orgasm donor. What?
What the fuck is an orgasm donor?
Don't search it up.
You might as well. I'm curious now.
You're going to get something nasty on your computer, man.
Orgasm donor.
It's probably
It's a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt. Okay. Right. I'll give you an... Okay. Yeah, alright. Fair enough.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I guess stay curious.
Funny joke.
Yeah. And then, right
Funny
after that,
joke.
we get, does beer cause constipation? And he told me he was looking that up while he was struggling one day.
I think it does. Same with like coffee. Coffee can as well.
No, but
I'm fairly certain a lot of caffeine can.
yeah, but coffee's designed as a diuretic.
Is it?
It makes you
I guess I've read sometimes you can.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like with anything. It can kind of cause vice versa kind of effects.
Yeah, true.
Then just a bunch of shit about guitar stands, Liquorland. Oh, here we go. Liquorland, and then Oasis with beards.
That's really weird to search.
Weirdly specific. So I was like, what was this
you
about,
want to see
Billy?
Noel Gallagher or Liam Gallagher with beards?
And so I asked Billy this. I was like, Oasis with beards? And he goes, yeah, I was just sitting there and I thought, Oasis.
Search this up.
With beards. You know.
Jamie, search this up.
Jamie, search this up, you know.
Oasis with beards. Is
Oasis with beards. That was his question.
Did not write Oasis. With
beards.
This is not easy.
Like as if it's like you just think, oh, Oasis? Oh, fuck.
What do I do?
I've got a hack on here, unfortunately. Not that I did. Some fucking stupid Bing shit. If anyone can help me, please.
Well, you set
Oasis
Google
with...
as your, like, default. That's what you got to do.
You think I haven't done that? It's more than that. It's a...
it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole Watch Dogs thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, if you switch from Bing, Bing's gonna fucking
Oasis with beards, and it's just
Liam Gallagher
with a beard.
But it's exactly how I thought it would be, though.
Yeah, well, that's it. Anyway, Oasis with beards.
Yeah, we should keep that on the screen.
Robots in Disguise.
Robots in Disguise. Is that a movie?
That's Transformers. They're robots in disguise.
Yeah, they are. But
so I wonder what led him to that. Don't know. Chop Chop Tobacco. Anyway, how to do the Bill Clinton Swag Album Challenge.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I've searched that up as well.
Yeah, but what one before is...
That was the...
What the bloody hell is the Bill Clinton Swag Album Challenge?
Yeah, do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Him with the headphones on. It makes sense because I didn't know how to do it as well.
But what is it?
It's
like,
a website.
But what was it originally from, though? Like, what was the photo of him with the...
Nothing. Like it's nothing. Well, from what I saw, it was just nothing.
It's just him sitting on the bed without...
I don't know. I just... The photo I saw, it just has you can edit it. I don't know what the original one is. I don't know.
Who was calling you?
It was my nan calling me. Probably to tell me...
Probably to harass you again. Probably to say, hey, Joel, I know I was saying sorry to your mum for offending you. But
is this live?
Terrible.
Fuck.
She's watching.
Is this live?
Yeah, man.
She saw the Oasis with beards and she goes, don't do that.
Yeah.
I know you're in a band job, but don't do
the
Oasis with beards.
Yeah. Okay,
he looks good with the beard, though, actually. Liam Gallagher.
Yeah, not half bad. Anyway, okay, now we've got... now this is the part that really
gets weird.
Yeah.
So like, maybe he was drunk. We'll give him this.
Yeah, or something happened. Something happened in between searches. So they've got
something clicked.
Louis Theroux, that documentarian who's well-known documentary filmmaker who's done many over the last 20 years. So Louis Theroux. Then the next thing is, what's his castration?
What is castration?
And then...
We're not going to talk about that.
And then the next search is Nancy Strang. Now, Nancy Strang is Louis Theroux's wife. Now, something must have happened in between Billy searching up Louis Theroux and then his wife.
Did Louis Theroux get castrated?
Maybe.
And then when he searched it up, he saw castration or something?
Or maybe he was watching a documentary, maybe with on like a particular topic or something.
And they probably spoke about it. And then
and then Billy's like, what the fuck is castration?
And we're not going to talk too much about that.
But
because that would be very TOS of us.
Yeah, but something's happened in between him looking up Lewis Theroux.
He probably said something about that. He's probably not sure about what it was, but then he was probably like, oh, when he found out, he was probably like, oh my god,
like, oh, what the fuck? Anyway, let's go back to Lewis Theroux's wife.
He was like, let me just forget about that and just cleanse my eyeballs.
That's right.
From what I've just witnessed. Hopefully, it wasn't on Google search.
Well, it was just the one thing. So he just looked it up, got his hands like, all right, I'm out. All right, that's it. Okay, back onto Lewis Theroux's wife.
Hopefully, it wasn't on the images on Google. Google Images, write it up. It pops up. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like just, what is castrated? Oh my god!
What the fuck? Yeah.
Oh my god! It's like cleaning his eyes. Oh my god!
With buffalo wing sauce in his hands as well.
Yeah,
he's just finished eating buffalo wings.
Like, yeah. He's eating. He's got. Oh my god! Oh my god! I gotta clean my eye. You know, and that's how I think it happened.
Yeah, which is probably most likely what happened. So, anyway, guys, that was Billy's search history segment. Let us know if we should do that again. I just thought that was interesting. So, hopefully this can be an organic thing Billy does. It's not just like, oh, this will be good just for the sake of the podcast. But I'm sure, knowing Billy, he'll, if we can trust him to, keep looking up more weird things in future.
Well, not force it, because then you can tell when things are forced.
Because then you can feel it, but yeah. But that was just... But see, that's
just a curious mind.
This was just what he did in that week, up until he told me about all this. So, sky's the limit for the weird kind of stuff he's yet to look up. But yeah.
Some of the things I understand, like the Bill Clinton thing. I'm like, I searched that up as well.
That's fair enough.
Because I didn't know what it was, because everyone was doing it, and I was like, oh, all right. And then it's a website.
But you go from those standard kind of questions to, do gingers have souls?
Question mark.
And then,
how to get your virginity back?
Yeah, how to get the virginity back.
Oh no, can you get your virginity?
Yeah. And so who knows? Yeah, what other interesting things are yet to unfold with Billy's mind?
It's kind of scary, but also very curious about it.
Yeah. I don't think we should anticipate what's going to come next. We'll just let it flow naturally. Yeah, which is probably for the best. Anyway, guys, I reckon we'll probably end it there. What's happening next episode, Joel?
It's the 20th episode, bro!
Fuck yeah. Episode 20 of the podcast, and we're going to do our first mystery location. We're going to film, because that was a thing that we had in mind before all this quarantine shit happened.
Yeah, but then quarantine happened and screwed us over, so we just had to...
Yeah, so every 10th episode we'll film in a mysterious location. So it could be interesting. So
by the 50th, we'll be in Burning Man.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe 150th. Maybe,
150,
if we're lucky.
Yeah.
150. But, we'll tee up where we're going to film that. Maybe outside if we can, sort out the sound so things aren't too loud.
Hopefully it's not too cold as well.
Yeah, well, that's
and the wind.
Thing. And the wind fucking us around. But, we'll sort it out. Yeah. Anyway, guys, take care. We'll see you Thursday.
See ya, guys.